Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome all to PMC Africa's platform. Tonight we are in the 35th day of our workshop, Miracles of Gratitude. Today we have Swati Panchal from Ahmedabad, Gujarat in India. She is visual designer by profession and she has been practicing meditation for past 3 years. So let's hear her meditation journey, her transformational journey from herself only. Welcome, Swati. Welcome on this platform. Unmute yourself, Swati.
Hello, thank you so much for asking me to join this platform. I'm really grateful for this opportunity. So I have been meditating since past 3 years, and it's been a great journey. I have learned a lot, and I have had a really good growth in my spiritualness and my career as well. I'm very grateful for that, and I hope that through meditation, each and everyone has this opportunity to experience this growth and immense power in themselves. And I hope everyone experiences that. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. Thank you for sharing your journey. How old you are?
I am 21.
Wow. So you started meditation when you were 18, when you were in 12th?
Yeah. So during not 12th, I was in my college second year.
Second year. Okay, great. Okay. Good.
Swati, explain to youth, like as a youth, how do you feel to meditate and what special benefit youth can get?
So, as a youth, when I meditate, one thing that I have noticed is that once I started meditating, I got to know what is the right path for me. So, when I started my engineering, I did not know what to do in my career. I was not sure that if I should, what should I pursue once I end my bachelor's degree. But then during COVID, my father, my mother, we all used to meditate in the morning at 3 o'clock every day. And during that time, I experienced one thing that was no matter what time we wake up and do meditation, I was fully energetic by the time, when I have to go to sleep. I had so much energy in myself that I was able to do each and everything very perfectly. And the other thing was that it helped me to select my career path. I don't know, it was my intuition or a spiritual guidance, but it really helped me to select my career path, and I'm really grateful for that.
Thank you, Swati. It's lovely.
Monica ji, she is like very early volunteer for PMC Gujarat Youth Movement.
Wow. Great to know that. Good that you are talking and spreading about meditation. It's really good to know that at such a young age you have done so much with meditation and you are inspiration to youth. So it's really great. Welcome to our platform, Swati, and you may inspire us all on this platform too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So can we start the meditation now? Are you ready?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll share the music.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Yeah.
Greetings, everyone. This is Swati Panchal over here. I welcome you to the Anapanasati Dhyan group meditation. Please pick up your comfortable position, sit straight up, clasp your hands, and put it in the upright position, facing it to the sky. Make sure that you cross your legs and gently close your eyes. If you're sitting on the chair or on the bed, make sure that your feet are intersected and crossed. Now I would ask each and every one of you to gently close your eyes and do not open your eyes until you are asked to do so. Thank you. Monica ji, can you please share the music?
Yeah, sure. Is volume okay?
It is. Take one deep breath in and relax as you breathe out. Take one more deep breath in and relax your whole body as you breathe out. Shift your awareness from the world outside to the world inside of you. This form of meditation is known as Anapanasati Meditation. It was originally founded by Gautam Buddha. Means incoming breath. Ana means outgoing breath. And Sati means to be with it. Anapanasati Dhyan means being with your incoming and outgoing breath. When you are with your incoming breath and outgoing breath, be with your as you bring your awareness to your nostrils, slowly you will drift away from your thoughts. You will enter the state of no mind. When your mind becomes empty, you draw immense cosmic energy. This cosmic energy heals us physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. You move into your subconscious mind and have access to the vast wisdom that you have acquired over hundreds of lifetimes. Keep your eyes closed. Remain with a simple, soft, easy, normal, natural, effortless, and tranquil thinking and contemplation. It is natural to have thoughts. Do not resist them. They will naturally pass away if you do not feed energy to them. Allow them to appear and then fade away. Just be a witness, be an observer. Allow yourself to relax. Just feel your inner peace. Enjoy your infinite existence. Just 10 minutes. Keep your eyes closed. Remain with your simple, calm, natural, effective, and confident breath. Be grateful for beautiful love and cosmic energy that we have received today.
Everyone, please be with your breath.
While keeping your eyes closed, gently start gathering your awareness of your physical being. Feel your toes and legs. Move them ever so slightly. Feel your palms and hands. Give them a gentle movement. Stretch your neck a bit. Take a few deep breaths and absorb all the divine energies that we have gathered all around you. Last 10 seconds, Master. Gently bring your palms to your eyes and cover them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Taking your time, slowly remove your palms and slowly open your eyes and smile and appreciate yourself.
Thank you, Swati. It was really lovely, very high energy meditation. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to
Thank
you
you.
all for joining the meditation.
Thank you. Thank you. So now we'll move on to the next segment of the session. Tonight we have Riyaji with us. She is going to take us through 21st chapter, that is magnificent outcomes. And she personally has experienced magic of gratitude in her personal and professional life. So let's start. Let's jump in our today's chapter. So welcome, Riyaji. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Monica ji. Thank you, Swati, for this lovely meditation as well. Thanks for being here. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Thank you for being here on this live session. Anybody who's watching on YouTube or watch recordings afterwards, I welcome everybody. And thanks for being here and making a difference and transform your own lives. You are here in this session because you want to fulfill your dreams. You want your dreams to come true. That's why we have all gathered on this platform. And if you feel at any point that your dream is not coming fulfilled, or you're just trying to understand what is happening, so you just take a little bit responsibility that there is definitely something to do with your practice. There's probably a lack in practice. We need to all understand that we need to be aware and find that for ourselves, that the dream which has not come true so far, or we are not moving in that direction, or you're not seeing any magics, it's because of we are not practicing correctly, or in it's not enough that we are putting into this. And especially because the yesterday's chapter that we learned about heart magic, that's a very, very powerful practice that it's actually throughout. From now on, it's just from day one and until now, what we have learned is we are like taking baby steps. But from now on, we're just being a little bit mature and we are learning what is it all about. It's all related to our heart. All our wishes are related to our hearts, that what we desire, whatever feelings we're generating, it's coming from our heart. And that's what the magic is in. It's all within us. And that's because that's what we need to get out in front of us and be more aware, be more conscious about our feelings, our thoughts. And that's something, it's in our hands. Something, the circumstances around us, not in our hands. Any breakdowns that come along, it's just things that have passed, what we have thought about in the past. That's why we're dealing with it today. So these practices definitely make a difference. I am an example for you guys. And also many people are sharing lots of things with me on personal level, how they have seen magics in their lives. And as we are coming further, we are on chapter number 21 today. And there are 28 chapters, so we're not far off for completing this book. So I would love to hear from many other people who haven't had a chance to come forward. But even if you don't wish to unmute yourself, but you can share in the WhatsApp chats maybe, or also here on the group chats that you have seen any magics in your life, and share that with us. The more you spread that positivity around you, you'll see you'll attract more and more positivity for yourself, and you will come closer to your dreams as well. So let's read today's chapter and see what we are learning today and how we can come closer to our dreams and be on that path of being positive as well.
Day 21, Magnificent Outcomes. You say grace before meals, all right? But I say grace before the concert and the opera, and grace before the play and pantomime, and grace before I open a book, a grace before sketching, painting, swimming, fencing, boxing, walking, playing, dancing, and grace before I dip the pen in the ink.
Yes. So what we are learning here is that what we know from past, if we were not following this book, we knew that we normally we pray and be thankful for our food, any meals beforehand in any culture. Usually that's what we know all about. But this chapter today will teach us how to be more and more grateful for anything that we do beforehand. So we've learned this in the past as well in a previous chapter, that we just give thanks before we actually get to do anything that we have planned for our future, or for the same day that is coming. Like they have mentioned, if anywhere you're going, if you're going to go for swimming or boxing or for a walk as well, if you be thankful for a magnificent outcome in that moment, you will notice that something magical will happen for you. You'll have probably the best time, or something special will definitely come along your way, and you will notice that. And that's just because you think You thanked the universe before you actually got to do it and not after. So let's read further and learn how we can do that for ourselves on daily routine.
We all want good outcomes to everything we do. In giving thanks before he performed an action, the writer Gilbert Keith Chesterton used the magic of gratitude to guarantee the outcome he wanted. You will have had times when you thought to yourself, I hope this goes well, or I hope this turns out okay, or I'm going to need a lot of luck. All these thoughts are hoping for a good outcome to a situation. But life doesn't happen by chance or because of a stroke of luck. The law of the universe operates mathematically to the finest possible degree. That is something you can count on.
Right. So what they're saying here is exactly which the thought that we have been taught, and with the beliefs that we have come all this way, that we always think some things have happened by chance. So right now we are learning that law of attraction doesn't work like that. It's all related to our thoughts and what we put in our mind. So when we are really worrying or hoping for something, which is in could be a little bit negative, because we get into a fearful situation that, you know, we are going to do something or go somewhere and we don't know, meeting new people. Sometimes we get fearful, what kind of people are they? Are we going to have fun or not? So those are fearful thoughts. But when we already have thanked the universe beforehand, when we get to do something, we will actually putting that belief in universe that, yes, you know, I am going to do this and you're going to make it good for me. You know, there will be a magnificent outcome out of that. So this is the practice that is very, very magical, and it really brings miracles in everybody's life who will practice this kind of this assignment. And let's read further and learn about it again.
Our pilot doesn't hope that the law of physics will keep working during his flight because he knows the laws of physics will never fail. You don't go into your day and hope that the law of gravity will keep you on the ground so you don't float off into space. You know there's no chance at play, and gravity's law will never fail.
Yes. So it's exactly the same thing that we have been reading throughout these chapters, that it's all because of belief, how what we have taught and what we have learned in our lives up till now. Like they're comparing it with law of gravity, that when we, for example, drop a key from our hands, it means it's going to fall. It's not going to come up. We believe in that we are going to leave it and it's going to drop down. So that's the kind of belief we need to also practice and make it stronger towards law of attraction as well, that whatever good feelings we are giving out, the good only will come back to us. So that's a belief that we all have to work on, because we didn't know this beforehand. So this is something we have to keep telling us, and our conscious mind should be made aware at all times. And that's with the help of gratitude, that the more positive you keep yourself, you will notice that positivity only will be attracted in your life.
If you want magnificent outcomes to everything you do, then you have to use the law that governs outcomes. The law of attraction. That means you have to use your thoughts and feelings to attract magnificent outcomes to you. And being grateful for magnificent outcomes is one of the simplest ways to do it.
Go ahead.
The magnificent outcomes practice is being grateful before you do something you want to go well. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to the work meeting, job interview, or exam, the magnificent outcome to the sports game, phone call, catch up with a friend, or seeing your mother-in-law. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcomes to your exercise routine, your pet's vet appointment, or your medical or dental checkup. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome when an electrician, plumber, or a tradesperson is addressing a problem in your home. The magnificent outcome to a family outing, conversation with your child about their behavior, or heart to heart with your partner. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to a purchase you will be making, such as a birthday gift, engagement ring, a wedding dress, or the magnificent outcome to choosing a new cell phone, new carpet, drapes, or renovation company. You got to be grateful for the magnificent outcomes for a reservation at a restaurant or a great seat for a concert, the magnificent outcomes to your daily mail, your daily emails, or the tax refund for the year.
Yes. So there's many where you can apply this practice on. For example, if you needed to go shopping and you're wanting a new dress for a party and you're not too sure which dress are you looking for, but if you apply this magnificent outcome assignment and use that for before you go to the store, for somewhere you will see that it'll be made so easy for you that maybe the dress that you were imagining or how you would eventually look at the party, you will see something very close to it in front of you in the store, and you're not going to be wasting time looking for something or be confused about it. So these kind of practices really, really enhance because it's all in your mind, how you're already thinking about it, that you want to be at the party, what you want to wear and how you want to look. And it makes it really, really simple and really easy and smooth when you apply these magnificent outcome exercise for sure. And I have tried this on a phone call as well. I was just moving homes and I had to make some phone calls, change some of the services. And when I called them, they gave, I already applied the magnificent outcome that, this call will come out in my favor. And there was some discounts that were offered initially, but at the end, they gave it to me for free, completely free for like a whole month. And I was so amazed. I was like, because I applied the magnificent outcome, I had the belief that that call will be positive in my favor. And that's how it worked out, because there were some things that I had to really work on. I could have, if I had normally, I would just call and I would be fearful. Are they going to listen to me? Are they going to offer me anything? But because I knew I have been practicing this for some time, but even the first time that I did magnificent outcome, it always, I have noticed that it works out in my favor, because my thinking and my belief is strong now, that I know that something good is going to come out of that. So these are little things that when we start applying them in small areas, and then we can make our belief stronger and apply it in a bigger decision as well. And that makes a huge difference.
If it helps you to believe in the magical power of gratitude to create magnificent outcomes, you can wave your finger through the air and imagine your sparkling magic dust over the event you want to turn out magnificently.
Yeah, that's another idea, as to remember the magnificent outcome. That's how you can apply it. We've done the magical dust before as well. So in this case, also you can sprinkle magic dust over just to remind yourself that you can apply this practice as well.
Another time to use gratitude for magnificent outcome is when something unexpected happens during your day. When something unexpected happens, very often we can jump to conclusion and immediately think there's something wrong. For example, you arrive at a work and you are told that the boss wants to see you right away. The problem with jumping to the conclusion and thinking there's something wrong in that the law of attraction says that what you think and feel, you will attract to you. So instead of jumping to conclusion and thinking you might be in a trouble, take the opportunity to make the magic happen, being grateful for a magnificent outcome.
Yes. So this is a very good way of applying magnificent outcome as well. So the example that I gave before, I already was aware that I needed to make that phone call. And then obviously I got a magnificent outcome for myself, that I got a free service. But in any case, if, for example, another phone call comes in, they explained with even if your boss is calling you and then you're like worrying already that, why are they calling me? Something bad is going to happen. But instead of that, if we stay positive in that moment, a magnificent outcome will definitely come out of this. So even any phone calls, for example, that's more onto daily routine, that a phone rings, and if it's at an odd time, maybe a little bit later at night, we wonder, or we jump to a conclusion again that, oh my God, who's calling at this time, So it's something negative that we put in our thought. But if we rather be grateful and be thankful and apply a magnificent outcome that this call is going to be something positive, you will notice that, it will get more smoothly. It will be, sometimes there is nothing, but sometimes because you put a negative thought in your mind, something negative does come out of that call. So this is a practice that you can apply for unexpected situations as well, just like a phone call, like I said, or anywhere that you're not made aware beforehand, that you you're invited somewhere, you know about that, but sometimes it's like a last minute thing and you were not aware of it. But you can apply these practices on those situations as well, and then make it magical for yourself as well.
If you miss your bus or train on your way to work, or miss a flight or unexpectedly delay, instead of thinking, this is bad, be grateful for the magnificent outcome so that you put the magic into motion to receive a magnificent outcome. If you're a parent and you are asked to attend an unexpected meeting at school and about your child, instead of thinking there's a problem, be grateful for the magnificent outcome. If you receive an unexpected phone call, email, or letter, and the thought flashes into your mind, I wonder what's wrong, immediately be grateful for the magnificent outcome before you pick up the call or open the email or letter.
Yeah. So these are other options and other scenarios that are given in this book to, which kind of situations can come about and where you can apply the magnificent outcome exercise and use it in your favor.
Most of the time, you will see and experience the magnificent outcomes you asked for. And occasionally, you won't even know how you benefited from an unexpected event. But when you ask for the magnificent outcome and feel sincerely grateful for it, you are using the mathematical law of attraction, and you must receive a magnificent outcome back somewhere at some time, guaranteed. Whenever you find yourself thinking there's a chance to play with something in your life, or thinking you have no control over something, or when you find yourself hoping something will turn out well, remember that there's no chance for the law of attraction. You will get what you're thinking and feeling. Gratitude helps protect you from attracting what you don't want, bad outcomes, and it ensures what you get what you want to do, magnificent outcomes.
Yeah. So what we need to make sure is that we are controlling our thoughts and keeping our minds rather more in gratitude rather than in confusion. So that will actually take you a step further into and attracting more of law of attraction will work for you more in your favor. And you will be more driven to get your magnificent outcome out of that situation. So just make sure that even if you feel that you're in two minds about something, try to see more about it, what you really want. Because that when your attention is going to the right direction, that's what law of attraction will start working. And when you also start writing down, that's what the magnificent outcome you want from that situation, or from, like I said, if you want to buy a dress. So just make sure that you focus on what you want, and that's what's going to happen eventually.
When you are grateful for magnificent outcomes, you are using universal law and changing hopes and chances into faith and certainty. When gratitude becomes your way of life, you automatically go into everything you do with gratitude, knowing that the magic of gratitude will produce a magnificent outcome.
Yes.
The more you practice magnificent outcomes and make it a daily habit, the more magnificent outcomes you will attract into your life. Less and less you will find yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. You won't find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And no matter what happens in your day, you will know that absolute certainty that the outcome will be magnificent. At the beginning of day, choose 3 separate situations where you would like magnificent outcomes. You can choose 3 things that are important to you in your life currently, such as job interview coming up, an application for a loan, an exam, or a doctor's appointment. You can also start by selecting 3 things that are normally humdrum activities for you. Because when the magic happens to those humdrums activities, you will be really convinced that you attracted the magnificent outcomes. For example, you could choose your drive to work, doing ironing, going to the bank or post office, picking up the kids, paying the bills, or collecting the email.
Yes. So this is the assignment for today, how to apply magnificent outcome. What they're recommending is to start off with something more simple that you do on daily basis. For example, going for a walk, or if you have to go to work, or dropping your kids to school, or any of those daily things that you normally do, or go for like ironing or household chores, anything like that. So pick up 3 and write them down for yourself. And we're going to learn how we're going to be writing that down. And then you will see that you're actually working on increasing your belief in these practices. And once you have had built that belief in those in this particular exercise, you can then move on to the next thing. That, for example, you have a job interview coming up in the next day or in the next week or so, then you can start applying it for that as well. And because now your belief has gone more stronger, so you'll be attracting that more easily. So start off with something more simple that you do on daily basis, and then move on to the next step.
Make a written list of 3 situations you have chosen for magnificent outcomes. Use gratitude's magical power as you write each one. Imagine that you are writing about each one after it has happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome too. Dash. For the second step of this magical practice, you are going to choose 3 unexpected things that arise today and use magical power of gratitude for the magnificent outcomes as well. You could do this practice. You could do this practice before you take 3 phone calls, or before you open 3 emails or 3 letters in the mail, before you do an unexpected errand or anything else unexpected that comes up in the day. This part of the practice is not so much about what unexpected events you choose as it is about the practicing gratitude for magnificent outcomes on the little unexpected things. Each time an unexpected event arises, close your eyes briefly if you can and mentally say and feel the magic words. Thank you for the magnificent outcomes to dash.
Yeah. So the first part of the exercise is to write down this line, thank you for the magnificent outcome. For example, you say, thank you for the magnificent outcome to this lovely walk today. Okay. Or any other exercise or anything else that you have planned for the day, which you're already aware. So you're going to do this in writing. And then the second part is that anything unexpected that may happen, that you will see that the phone is ringing, but you're kind of feeling in a certain way about it because you didn't expect that phone call. So you'll just say this mentally in your mind, because obviously you don't have a second now to write it down for yourself. So just do that in your mind. So then you're making yourself aware to be in gratitude, first of all, and secondly, that you're applying this magnificent outcome to that particular call that just came about, which was unexpected. Let's read the further part.
You can do this magical practice too much, because the more you practice it, the more magnificent outcomes you will have in your life as a matter of course. But practicing it today will get you into the idea of it, and in the future, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you are hoping for a good outcome or thinking you need luck, you will immediately turn to magical power of gratitude and make magnificent outcomes a certainty in your life.
Yes. So this is something I use more often in my life, the magnificent outcome, because obviously there are days that you start feeling a little bit fearful, you get a little bit, in that thought of, sometimes some situation push you to the negative zone. But when you actually, because I trust this book and these practices so much, I actually made this a habit that in any point that I am planning to do something, I do write down the magnificent outcome for myself, by either be it 3 or even if it's only 1 at that time that I'm really a little bit concerned about, I will write it down with a lot of gratitude. And I try to stay in that zone around in that moment. And, in anyhow, I know that it will be a magnificent outcome. And that's how it has been so far for me. And this is only because I have worked on myself to increase my belief in gratitude and being in these practices. And, it really brings out a magic in your life on daily basis. Every day there's something that I could share, small or big, something or the other is definitely magnificent every day for me, for sure. So let's read the assignment again, just to have more detailed and written down how we are supposed to work on this one.
Magic practice number 21. Magnificent outcomes. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list at the end of each blessing. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for that as you can. Second, at the beginning of the day, choose 3 things or situations that are important to you where you want magnificent outcomes. Third, list your 3 things and write each one as though you're writing after it has happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome to dash. 4. As you go through your day, choose 3 unexpected events that come up in your day where you can be grateful for a magnificent outcome. Each time, close your eyes and mentally say and feel thank you for the magnificent outcome to touch. 5. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words. Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day.
Thank you so much, Swati, for reading. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, a quick summary. The part 1 and the last 5th one is the same exercise that we have been doing since chapter 1, Count Your Blessing and Magic Rock. And the other is for today's assignment is just in 2 parts. First one is in writing. You pick 3 parts, what you want to, you're already aware what you're going to be doing, and apply the magnificent outcome for them. And the other part is to do it mentally, because it's for the unexpected that will come about during the day for you. And you just use it mentally and apply it for you to have that just the way it's written in the line, and then just memorize that and keep that in mind whenever there's a phone call or somebody comes at the door unexpectedly. You can always apply that, and or if you had to step out yourself at any given time and you were not aware that you needed to go out now, something was missing in the house, you had to go for a grocery store, so things like that, you can apply this magnificent outcome in any place, and you will see a great result for yourself. So thank you, everybody, for being here. If anybody has any questions related to today's assignment or anything that we have learned so far in any past chapters, please come forward and either ask in the chat or raise your hand, and I'll be more than happy to assist. Thank you.
Shraddha ji?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
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 Hi,
Ma'am,
Shraddha ji.
hi, namaste. With respect to today's chapter, I just have one doubt. When you are saying magnificent output, what is it that we have to think? That is not clear to me. I'll appreciate if you could share that.
Yeah, magnificent outcome, because, for example, if you're asking if you're going for a walk, for example, okay? So you can just write down the same line that they're saying, thank you for the magnificent outcome for this lovely walk. Okay, so during that time, even sometimes what happens is while we're out, we're thinking about too many things that, when I go back, I need to do this, do that. So when you are setting an intention for yourself that you want to have it magical, like magnificent outcome, so something magical will happen after this, because maybe the way you have been feeling when you go for a walk, that's not maybe how, once you apply the magnificent outcome, you'll notice something has changed for you. Okay, so it could be also that you have, for example, a call with somebody, a scheduled call, which you are already preset. So at that time, again, you'll apply, thank you for the magnificent outcome for this call with whoever the person is. You can just write it out. And you will notice that that call will go in a very positive manner. The result, whatever the chat was and the discussion was, it will be all positive. Okay, so you're just setting an intention that you want to make it positive.
But then there was one example, like when there's some negative thought that comes up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have to have a magnificent output. So there, how do you convert that? If the things are going to go right, that is how we have to say.
I think there's some network connectivity.
Yeah, there's some network issue. Yeah.
Stay online.
Yeah, sure.
What would you say?
So I think what I have understood
When
is
you're
that
this is
hello,
feeling
Riyaji,
gratitude.
Riyaji, your
When
voice is
to-
breaking. We can't hear you.
Okay, one moment. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now it's perfect.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Alrighty. Sorry, it was the network. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So basically it's something consciously we have to change in our mind, that we put ourselves in gratitude. That's what the chapter was explaining. So anything that unexpectedly, if a phone call or somebody shows up at the door or something unexpected happens, at that time we normally go into a negative zone, that
Yeah.
we start worrying that why did this happen. So that's when you have to change your mind into gratitude, that no, I don't want to think negative. And then you will just say in your mind, thank you for the magnificent outcome for this call or for this person who showed up at my door. Okay, so you will stop your mind right there and then say this in your mind for any unexpected
So we have to stop
situations.
that negative thought, because
That's
during a day, multiple times we
Yeah.
tend to think sometimes negative, right? So, yeah.
Exactly.
So that time we
So
have to
there's
stop
something
it
that you
and-
have to train your mind. This is what the practice is about. You're training your mind to be positive at all times. Even something
Sure.
unexpected coming about, you will stop it and tell them it's a magnificent outcome that this person showed up at my door, or this phone call came, or this mail was dropped at my home, or something like that. So in any manner,
can this be
you just feel
applied?
that.
Like at times the situation, the thought doesn't come negative. We don't get any negative thought. Like with me, what normally happens is there's something, some negative situation is there, wherein the other person says something, and then we tend to get angry or something. So in such situations, also we can use this.
Yes, of course, you can apply that over there too. Yeah. So when you already like have a feeling that something will happen like that, that's again also an unexpected situation. But when you're
Yes.
getting to that point, you can apply that in mentally. That's the good part. For anything that you're aware that, you have to go out for a grocery shopping, or you're going out for a movie, or, you're just going to go out with your kids or somebody, your husband or anybody for a meal or something like that. Those are things that are planned. So you can apply that definitely in writing. You can do that beforehand, that today my day will look like this, and I'm applying all the magnificent outcome in all the areas. But anything
Okay.
unexpected that's happening, you can do this mentally in
Sure.
any situation for sure. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you,
Okay.
Shraddha for your question.
No problem. Thank you, Shraddha ji.
Jigna ji.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I wanted to ask
Yeah.
you one thing, that I'm expecting certain amount of money from somewhere and it is getting delayed. I think it is getting delayed since a month. So can I apply this here in writing?
Yes, you could apply that as well. Yeah, you can. If you're meeting that person often, or you're in contact with that person, so anytime you're in touch, you can apply the magnificent outcome in those moments, because you're expecting something. But in the previous chapters that we have learned about money, you can apply those things for this particular situation, but also you can make it part of your magnificent outcome as well.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
you're welcome.
Jigna ji. Yes, Maureen. Please unmute yourself.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Yeah, so my question is like applying like where you're saying like you're putting something positive, like an outcome that you're expecting. You've seen someone at the door, or you're someone is calling you and you're not sure why they are calling. So you are asking for a magnificent outcome to come out of that call. Do you have to be specific, like now for meetings? Do you have to be specific and just say like applying it and saying the magnificent outcome, the exact outcome that you want? Is it
No,
just
no, you don't need to.
general? Mhm.
Yes, it is. Just the way it's written, if you just follow the line that is given in the book, thank you for the magnificent outcome to this meeting, or, whichever, this phone call, or anything like that, or this person, it could be a specific person also. So you just have to set an intention at that moment, a positive intention. That's what we're doing here. Okay, so you don't have to, what outcome is in your mentally, you can think about it, that's what you're wanting, right? When if it, like Jignaji just asked about money. So if somebody owed you money, so you're now being in touch, so, or you're having a phone call, so you can expect or set an intention that this person today is calling me because they want to return my money, right? It's in something mentally that you can set in your mind. I hope that helps.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. Thank you.
Thank
Perfect,
you,
yeah.
Maureen, for your question. Pallavi, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm happy. Thank you. So, ma'am, already we are expressing gratitude. We are saying thank you, and we are writing and everything. We are following the affirmations and the magical walk and everything. And this word, okay, as you said, okay, we'll be thinking that it will be more and more excellent for us as it works in our daily life. So only for the things we have to use this word, or else in our daily life, and for everything we can just use it. This thing I want to know.
Yes, you can use it on daily things, like they said at the beginning, that firstly, because you're doing it for the first time, you just pick three that are regular parts of your life. For example, you dropping your kids to school or to any activities they do, or any household chores that you do, your washing dishes or making any meals for your children. You can apply it there, right? For example, if you make a certain meal and today maybe you got excited and you wanted to make something really special that your kids love, okay, and then you will get a nice result, that they will compliment you so much because you're cooking for them every day, but today there will be something special in their comments for you. So it's a magnificent outcome for that matter. Okay, so this is just a small practice that we are first building a belief in these kind of practices. So when you start believing in them, you can move on to the next step and pick up some things that, if you are looking for a job and you have a job interview coming up, so you're then applying it there. And for anybody, like, you're meeting somebody which you don't meet on regular basis, you can apply it there, that it will be a magnificent outcome. But you have to think about it in your mind, that what is the result that you are looking at. If somebody owes you money and you can't ask for that money, but you want the person to return your money. So it's an intention you have to set in your mind, that that person is now willing to give it to you on their own. So it's something that you have to think about it in your mind, that what you want. And then that will start happening because you want a magnificent outcome.
Yeah, and we have
Okay.
to think in present tense itself, right, ma'am?
Yes, correct. Yes.
Yeah. Suppose if I think so that I'm getting a new house, so how I have to say this one? I'm so grateful that
It's the same line that we're applying everywhere.
the
It's the
magnificent.
same line. You're going to just write down, thank you for the magnificent outcome to this new home. But if you have obviously not purchased it yet, that's something, it's a dream. Okay. So let's not mix up all the assignments. So step by step, this is working on the beliefs that you're reaching towards. If you're meeting somebody to see a house, for example, okay, because you want a home, but today you made a meeting to view a property. So then you can put, thank you for the magnificent outcome to this property person, whatever their name might be, you can write it down, or whichever company they belong to, you can write it down, because that meeting went so well that you now picked up your home. You decided that this is the property I want to buy. Right? So these are little steps towards reaching your goals.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am.
All
And
right.
yesterday I have written the switch word on my left hand. I told you about the ants were crawling
Oh,
upon my
great.
hand.
Yes.
Now I am not seeing any ants also. Really, I'm thankful for that.
Great. Awesome.
Thank you, Pallaviji.
That's great. See, this is all related to beliefs. It's really magical how everything works. As soon as we tell our mind what we want and we find results, we find the path, and then we start applying them, and then you'll notice that things will start changing around you. Everything is very, very magical, how it's just a small thought that changes everything around us, and it makes it magical. So thank you for practicing and, you know, being so connected and being aware and being part of this journey. So thank you, everybody.
Jigna ji.
I just wanted to confirm that can I write a magical check for that particular amount?
Yes, you can. But you need to, the check, when you write the amount, it needs to be for what are you going to spend it on. The magical check exercise was for where you're going to spend the money, not that you want the money from someone.
Yes,
Okay.
that I
so then,
know.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
can
the thing.
imagine
Yeah.
the things which I'll be purchasing.
Of
through
course,
that.
yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
you're welcome.
Thank you, Riya ji.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you so
for
much.
wonderful chapter tonight. Thank you, Swati, for reading chapter for all of us, and
you.
beautiful meditation. Thank you.
So much.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone, for
Swati.
joining us tonight.
Thank
Please
you,
be
Riya.
there, same time, same link tomorrow. Everyone, thank you,
Riya ji.
everyone.
Thank you,
Thank
Riya ji.
you.
Thank you, Swati.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.